Microphone check, microphone check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. I just have to hop on right quick because I came across this story. Maybe let me check my sound. I might need to turn my mic up a little bit. Ah. I just don't understand. Here's my problem. Wait, let me wait, okay. Let me get it together. Here's my problem with some white people. A lot of white people. I don't understand what makes them think that they can boss people around, or that they can approach, especially black people, and that they can approach a black person and talk to them and treat them any kind of way. Like this lady, Rachel Schuerman, pissed me off so much that I want to beat her ass. I really do. And her picture, her mugshot isn't helping me any because I think she have that white privilege smirk on her face. Oh, y'all don't know who Rachel Schuerman is? Okay, Rachel Schuerman is an Enid, Oklahoma woman facing a criminal charge after being accused of using a racial slur towards and slapping a black teenager working at a local pizza restaurant. I think it was Little C's Pizza. On April 14th, 71-year-old Rachel Schuerman was charged with one count of malicious harassment based upon race. Around 10:40 p.m. on March 30, a 17-year-old boy, accompanied by his mother, told Enid Police Department officers he had been working at Little Caesars at 1725 West Garriott earlier that evening when a woman in the drive-thru, later identified as Rachel Schuerman, wanted to order 2 pizzas and some crazy bread. You know, the breadsticks with the garlic butter and Parmesan cheese sprinkled on top. And this is according to a filed affidavit. Now, listen. The teen told Schuerman that the restaurant was out of crazy bread, which allegedly angered Schuerman, according to the affidavit. After being told to pull around to the window for the 2 pizzas, Schuerman then asked him, "Do you want a diploma?" After the teen answered yes, Schuerman allegedly used the racial slur 2 times and then asked him, "Did that hurt you?" He said no. The affidavit states that Schuerman then opened the door of her vehicle and slapped him 2 times right side the face. Where was the manager? What was the manager doing? Out back smoking? So the teen then got his manager and explained what had happened, according to the affidavit. Schuerman allegedly told the manager she harassed him like she always does before laughing and driving off. Listen, Stacey Beard, the teen's mother, told the News and Eagle her son had been working at Little Caesars since either late October or early November of 2021, and that neither he nor his family knew Schuerman. Beard said her son, a junior in high school, has since put in his 2 weeks' notice. Mentally, this has affected him in ways that I can't even imagine, she said. He's not the same child I had before this happened. The teen was able to record a video of the incident on his cell phone and showed it to police. In one of the 2 videos provided by EPD, Schuerman appears to pay for the 2 pizzas before driving off. They worried about whether she paid for the pizzas or not. At approximately 2:30 a.m., an officer made contact with Schuerman at her residence. According to the affidavit, the officer asked her if she had gone to Little Caesars and asked her what happened. Schuerman said she was joking around with the teen and that she teases everyone. Schuerman told the officer she asked the teen if he wanted to learn about Racism 101, which is how she said she taught her children about racism, and then called the teen the racial slur. The affidavit states, this woman needs to be slapped. Look at her face. Her face. Even her mugshot. She has a white privileged smirk on her face. She asked the teen, did that hurt? And that the teen said no. According to the affidavit, Schulman said she then reached into the window and did like this, making a motion of her hand softly hitting her cheek. Softly hitting her own cheek, but it won't soft when she hit his. According to the affidavit, Schulman asked the officer, what else was I accused of doing? Police told her there was video footage showing her slapping the teen, and Schulman confirmed she had slapped him. The officer told Schulman she had called the teen the racial slur twice, but Schulman said she only said the racial slur once, according to the affidavit. Schulman said she was not mad about there being no crazy bread, and that she had said to the teen, you get a diploma for the course? Are you sure you want to hear it? What course? What course, lady? She said the teen told her yes. Schulman was arrested on April 14th. Wait a minute now. This happened. Wait a minute. April 14th. This happened. When did it happen? I think it happened in March. March 30. It happened at 10:40 p.m. on March 30, and they arrested her on April 14th. And if I'm not mistaken, I read an article where police officers said the reason why they didn't arrest her because they did not witness it. Y'all. Let me pick this story back up. Schulman was arrested April 14th and her bond was set at $5,000. She was released on April 18th and arraigned April 21st. A bond appearance is scheduled for what? Was scheduled for today. The misdemeanor charge is punishable by a fine up to $1,000 and or no more than 1 year in the county jail. Punishment for an assault is up to 30 days in prison and or fine up to $500, and an assault and battery charge is punishable by up to 90 days in jail and or a fine of up to $1,000. The News and Eagle reached out to Schulman, who, at the advice of her attorney, did not wish to provide a comment. Beard said she was frustrated that it took 2 weeks for a charge to be filed. Garfield County District Attorney Mike Fields, though unable to speak specifically about the case, said there are 2 types of charges that came to the DA's office. One in which police arrest somebody on the spot and the person is in custody, and the other in which police investigate but do not arrest anybody and send the case to the DA's office. Regarding the latter, Fields said the DA's office then review the case and decides whether to file charges. If so, documents are prepared and submitted to a judge who determines whether to issue a warrant. Under Oklahoma criminal law, police cannot arrest somebody for a misdemeanor, with only a few exceptions, such as in domestic abuse, unless the offense was committed in the presence of the officer or if police have a warrant. And I heard that was not true, but I ain't one to gossip, so I ain't gonna say nothing. Listen, dear white people, do not go around putting your hands on anybody, let alone black people. You put your hands on mine, you're going to get these hands, okay? Let me know what y'all think. It's your girl, B Sparrow, BuzzzTweet Talk Radio. This is the podcast. This is the No Audience Podcast for the scattered till he gathered the sons and daughters of the diaspora. Okay? Okay.